Friends, this is RK from RK Share Market and Investments. It's a short video on Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis. Which index option will be better for tomorrow's trading, whether it is a call option or put option? Which strike price will give you a maximum returns for tomorrow's expiry session? All of these details will be discussed in this short video. This video is created for educational purpose. Share market trading involves huge financial risk, and consult your advisor before investment. Let us go to the chart of Nifty. So Nifty today, it was a kind of very good day. It recovered almost 200 points plus on a single day, and it almost filled the gap of the yesterday's gap down opening. So previous day's low was 9,230, and then it just made a high of 9,209, so which is almost closer to the gap of the yesterday's gap down. And if you go to the 5 minutes candle, it was a clear trending day. Just the first half an hour or 45 minutes was the drop, and then it just started climbing up, and there is no only a small kind of retracement after this 1 o'clock, and then after this again kind of uptrend moment. So this is a kind of very good trending day, so there is no other options other than call option side. But early this 30 minutes early trading gave a very good returns in the put option, which we will discuss during the slide point. Okay, and what you can expect tomorrow. So considering the same aspect, it might touch this 9,250 zone if it goes up, and then it might drop back and further to the level of 9,000 levels. High 9,000 are very critical. You can see a lot of open interest have been added at this point, so almost 8 lakh contract have been added at puts, which might act as a support for the Nifty. So 9,000 will act as a support, and if you consider this 9,000 level, which is having the maximum pain, yesterday also I have discussed, but we discussed on the monthly expiry range, where 9,000 to 9,100 was having a kind of major support, and it might try to close between those levels, whereas this week expiry will also close between these levels, between 9,000 to 9,050 or 9,100, because 9,000 is having a maximum pain, and they will try to close at that level, because here it is 17 lakh contract, and then here 6 lakh contract, so almost 23 lakh contract at this strike point, whereas at the next level is 9,500, which is not visible right now. So maybe 9,300 if we calculate, which is having only like a 10 lakh contract. So this may not be the fact, so these guys will try to push it down, and then these guys will try to close it over here. So 9,000 will be a ideal closing for tomorrow for Nifty. And we will see Bank Nifty chart. So Bank Nifty, again, that is one of the major reason for pulling the Nifty down. So Bank Nifty also grown by around 200 points or 230 points compared to previous closing. There is no much of kind of momentum on this one. Sorry, yes, 300 points exactly. So what you can expect tomorrow, it is at the resistance level. So you can see this trend line, it is almost at the trend line top zone, so it might get rejected over here. So tomorrow you can expect a kind of negative opening or maybe neutral opening, and it might drop down. So one can expect some 100 200 points up movement, and then it might drop back. And also with the Nifty also, it might go around 50 points and then higher chances of dropping down. So the same thing is here also. So you can see the maximum pain is placed at 19,500, where the maximum OA is being placed, so where the loss for call option writer will be minimal. So this point has to be looked out, because both the sides are having almost equal 2 lakh and 20 and 2 lakh and 30 lakh contract has been placed over here and there. So 9,500 is a very good option to look for tomorrow, so which might be the point. Okay, and if you go to SGX Nifty is trading neutral. So tomorrow's morning session we have to look at. So there is no much of positive news for the Nifty or Bank Nifty to move up tomorrow. Let us go to the slides. So these were the recommendations for the day. So today's recommendation were 9,000 PE and 8,800 PE. Unfortunately 9,000 PE did good, whereas 8,800 PE made a loss, because this 72 high was made during the first 5 minutes, and after that it has not gave this kind of high back again. So that is why I put a loss over here, and 9,000 PE gave a kind of good return. So it gave around 20-30 points return in the first 20-30 minutes trade, whereas this did not give a proper return. And the same thing with Bank Nifty also 9400 PE, it's a open high, it is considered as a loss, and then 9100 PE gave a good return when it retraced back and gave a return of around 80 to 100 points. And what is there for tomorrow? So considering all the fact that 9000 is a kind of critical range, I would recommend, if it goes above 9200 level, if it crosses, today's range is 9100 with a gain of 200 points, so if it crosses 9200, one can consider this 9200 CE. So if the opening is green, you can consider 9200 CE, and if it touches that 9250 to 300 level, one can consider a reverse trade and you can consider this 9200 PE. So tomorrow it is based on the trading direction. If it is positive, consider 9200 CE, and when it reaches 9250 to 300 point, or whenever you see there is a negative sign, so you can consider 9200 PE. And the same thing with Bank Nifty also. Bank Nifty today gained around 300 points and the close is 19700 zone. So the same thing, if it goes in green zone, you can consider 9700 CE, and if it touches around this 19900 or 19800 to 19900 range, you can consider a reverse trade and you can create a kind of put option of 19700. So the same logic. So let me conclude. On Nifty, whenever you see a kind of little positive or when it trades about 9200, so you can consider 9200 CE, and when it touches 9250 to 300 range, you can close off the position in CE and you can go ahead with 9200 PE. And the same thing with Bank Nifty. So whenever you see a kind of green signal, you can consider 19700 CE, and whenever it touches 19800 to 19900, you can close off the CE position and you can come to PE and you can consider this 19700 PE. So tomorrow's closing range may be 9000 for Nifty and 19500 for Bank Nifty. Have a wonderful trading session and have a beautiful expiry day. All the very best. Thanks.